Thank you for turning to page 121. Today we're going to take a look at the Castles box set for AD&D 2nd. This came out in 1990. And this had lots of information on castles, specifically one from Dragonlance, one from Forgotten Realms, and one from Greyhawk. And it also had some AD&D specific rules and some battle system rules. So this is part 2 of my battle system series, and we're going to take a look at the Castles box set, which is available, by the way, in DriveThruRPG as a PDF or print on demand. I don't know how they do the posters, but if you're interested, today on page 121. Also, real quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Take a look at the Patreon, see if you can help me out there. End of that part of it, back to this. The Castles box set from 1990, today on page 121. Castles, a box set for AD&D 2nd edition. This was out in 1990 and was something I was pretty excited to get my hands on. Inside you find 3 different castles, one for Forgotten Realms, the Darkhold, Drungar for Dragonlance, and Castle Heart for Greyhawk. Castle Heart kind of gets the, pardon the pun, star treatment in this one. It's a star castle. And I'll take a look at all the different books in here. I'm not going to go into a deep dive on each of the castles today. I'm going to do Castle Heart in a separate video, but I will show the contents of the box today. And then the important thing that you got out of here was you could build a fortress. All these little pieces of cardboard you could fold up and make into your own little fortress. And I used these on the table for 10 or 12 years after I got this set, simply because it's what we had. I got into Hearst Arts. Well, I used this, let's see, I got into Hearst Arts in 2011. So I used this on the table for over 20 years. Anytime I had a castle situation, I broke out the cardboard pieces and built a castle, and that's what we had. This was available for $24.95 in 1990. It is available on DriveThruRPG. The PDF only is about $10. The print on demand is like $21. And print on demand, I believe you get the maps that I'm going to show you, but you don't get the castle parts, apparently. I only know that from reading the review. But you do get the rest of the stuff, the booklets and such. So that's the box. I'm going to show the first of the actual castles. This is the Dragonlance Castle, Drungar, and it features new battle system rules, which is why I'm showing this. There are many rules for battle system in here dealing with sieges and such. And I thought that was kind of nice. Typical no back cover. The battle system rules come in toward the end. But if you're playing Forgotten Realms, this will fit, although it's older. I know Forgotten Realms has changed a tremendous amount since this was published. And there's some advanced campaign rules, field fortifications, incomplete defenses. These can all work into your battle system game. I got busy with a Xerox machine and copied up a bunch of this and have it as my own little cheat sheet that I use when I run battle system. And then some more information on the system, the castle itself, and then guide to the fortress Drungar, and so on. I'm not going to go tremendously into it. I will show one more thing. Go past here. Neat little layout of your campaign map and expanded magic rules. This is for battle system. You get a bunch more spells in this for battle system. Battle system was out about a year by the time this was placed. This guy was out, and we got a lot more spells. Very handy if you are playing battle system. And then there's some battle system game errata, league commanders and heroes, as they're brought out here in the AD&D stats, but they're easily translated to battle system. I'll do that in a future video. So there you have it. This is kind of neat, just as a hunk of Forgotten Realms lore rather. Here are the league rosters. These are all the characters that I just showed you, broken out as battle system stats. This was a really useful entry. I liked it. And then the campaign summary sheet, what you're trying to accomplish in the campaign. And then you got a neat little poster. And if I was younger when I got this, believe me, one of these posters would have been on my bedroom wall. but I was married when I got it, so I wasn't too inclined to put them on my wall. But there you have the neat little poster. And this is for the Forgotten Realms castle itself, which is dark. I'm sorry, that's the Drungar. That's for the Dragonlance castle. And this booklet had all the various battle system updates in it. So it was a very useful purchase for me. The next one was Darkhold. Yes, that Darkhold. You get to take a look at the actual castle Darkhold. Zentarum, their main keep. And here we go. You get a nice little intro. You're talking about the Zentarum at Darkhold. Darkhold was a big deal when I was reading Forgotten Realms. I ran some Forgotten Realms from the early 90s to very early 2000s. I think I stopped the campaign about 01. But, so you got some nice characters in here brought out. And then various fighters that are there. They didn't go into a ton of detail on these because they were just, it's a small book. And then battle system game brief, you get those on here, so you get some more battle system information out of this book. So if you are playing battle system, this set is really essential for it. I recommend it. And we got to look at Zentarum schemes in the area. Zentarum were a big deal when I was reading it. Here's some battle system scenarios. These actually help you kind of learn the rules for battle system too. So having access to a couple extra scenarios other than what's in the core rule book is very handy. And there are 3 scenarios, it looks like. And there's the Darkhold unit monsters. So the roster for all the people converted to battle system from this booklet. So again, very useful. I got busy with the Xerox, like I said. And then we get the Affordable Castles ad. This is just a kind of a tongue-in-cheek ad for building a cheap castle. It's a kind of a nod toward the cardboard castles in the set and Affordable Castles contract. I just thought that was kind of funny. And then we get a Darkhold poster map. Again, if I was in my teens when this had come out, this probably would have made it to my wall. But I was a grown adult with a baby on the way. So obviously this didn't ever go on my wall, which is just as well for how pretty it is. I would have marked it up on the wall. But there you have it. I've got one more castle to look at, and that is Castle Heart for Greyhawk. Because Greyhawk is my baby. I play Greyhawk. I'm going to give this video its own, or this booklet its own video, just to take a look at it. We also got a neat poster for Castle Heart and a nice detailed map for Castle Heart. This is what I meant by getting the star treatment. I want to talk about Castle Heart at length in a future D&D video. I don't know that it'll be part of Battle System or not, because Castle Heart's an important part of my campaign and has been since I bought this box set. So I will give it its own look, just not right now. So this is definitely worth it. It's really expensive if you try to buy it off the secondary market. I think that I saw it for $100, $150 on eBay for the full set. Definitely worth getting as a PDF for Drive-Thru-RPG. I don't work for Drive-Thru-RPG. They have no idea who I am. It's just that some of the stuff is available best through there, most affordably. And like I said, this does have a print on demand where you'll get the books. It looks like you get the maps. Don't hold me to that. But the posters and the map, don't hold me to that. I don't know for sure. And but you get the books, but you don't get the castle parts, it looks like. So that's all I've got for this part of the castle set. I'm going to take a look at Castle Heart in a future video, and we'll see why this is a pretty nice place in Greyhawk. I'll show you where it's located on the Greyhawk map, and I'll talk a little bit about why it's so key in my campaign. Also, the interesting, the Star Fortresses tend to come up in the later medieval times in Europe and other parts, but here they come up during D&D. So why not? I like it. We'll take a look at that in depth down the line. And now we're going to take a real quick look at some of the parts that you got in the original box set, some of the cardboard castle pieces. So the last thing we'll look at will be the actual cardboard tower or a cardboard wall that you got with this set. They were sturdy enough to stand up to most figures and just cardboard. These have been in storage for a long time here. I'm not too surprised they're a little bent, but they scaled nicely with the lead figures at 28 millimeter, 25 millimeter at the time, but now 28 millimeter. And there's a bunch of orcs. They're coming to attack the castle. There was a bunch more to this. You could build a big castle, but I just wanted to bring these pieces out just to show by way of demo. And there is the back side of the castle without that. Knocked it off with the wire. And there you have it. So that's it. That's a quick look at the Castles box set. I will look at Castle Heart in more detail down the line. But I hope you liked what you heard and saw. If you did, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on page 121.